Hello, we are part of the Rutgers Club, Students for Environmental and Energy Development. The title of our proposal is Reforming Laundry Room Habits and Installing New Clothes Dryers at Rutgers, New Brunswick. Our problem statement is that Rutgers students use hot water settings and do not fill washing machines to full capacity. Dryer machines at Rutgers are outdated and are not as energy efficient as newer models. These problems can be solved by promoting new habits and replacing machines, saving energy and money.
So when we began this project, we wanted to begin with a solid foundation in data. So we began with a site that Rutgers uses to give students information, current information, about their laundry use. So eSuds is a web application students can use to look at what machines are running in each building. What we implemented was a system implemented and pushed to Amazon Web Services that allowed us to check every 5 minutes of all machine usage in every building at Rutgers. So this gave us a great foundation over a course of 1 to 2 weeks of how to estimate total machine usage over the course of 1 year here at Rutgers, New Brunswick. We also used machine testing, and we looked at flow rate and energy usage for our washer and dryer machines that we use here at Rutgers. We used university cooperation so that we could check the spec sheets for our current machines that we use here at Rutgers. And we also collected data from students using Google surveys, so that gave us the habits for students on which settings they use for their machines and how often they use these washer and dryer machines. And using that data, that foundation of data, we went on to project the energy savings that Rutgers could take on if they implemented our proposal.
So in the end, what do we have here? So we were able to calculate how many cycles for washers and for dryers were being used currently without any habit reforming done. So that was about 320,000 wash cycles, 265,000 dryer cycles. Then we said if all students completely filled their laundry up in the dryers, which is about 4.5 kilograms, how many wash cycles would that save? And we used our Google surveys because students were able to tell us usually how much they filled their washers up. So it was normally full, but about 40% also said they only filled their laundry machines up to 3/4. So we kind of used that information to get more results. We then estimated how much water could be saved from that decrease in washer cycles. Then we also looked at how much electricity could be saved with those machines and the natural gas saved from heating that water. We also looked at the drying machines and switching them, what that would do. So current dryers save about 4.58 kilowatt hours per cycle. And with the newer models, they use about 1.63 kilowatt hours per cycle. So this was a change in about 678,000 kilowatt hours per year. In total, the water savings amounts to about $3,300. The wash cycles, the savings in the water used for the wash cycles, and the natural gas, the British thermal units used, that's about $65,000 in savings just for the gas used to heat the water up. And then from reducing the wash and dryer cycles, the electricity savings was about $21,000. And then overall, we had $81,000 in just changing the dryers. So that was about it. And if everything was implemented, we would have about $160,000 per year of savings. So, and it's pretty cheap too. That's another thing we have to mention is that changing student habits, incredibly cheap. But Zijin's going to talk about the implementation.
Okay, so for our implementation, we plan on hanging posters on, in the laundry rooms by the eSuds swiping device. And it will basically encourage students to fill the washers to capacity, which is about 4.5 kilograms of laundry per cycle. And we would also encourage students to use cold water because cold water uses less energy than warm water. And the second step would actually be to provide scales within the laundry room so that people know exactly how much they're putting in rather than just estimating. And then we would also install new energy efficient dryers, since they save more energy than the washers if they were replaced. So we basically start by installing them in a few of the higher use dorms and then move on to other ones. And finally, we would also sell single-use packets of cold water detergent to help people wash their clothes more effectively. And the timeline would be to reform student habits through posters, and that will come first, probably the fall of 2018, and then later on we would add change dryers 2 at a time, and yeah, that's it.
And finally, we would like to give a special thanks to Francis Jurid for helping us with the data.